Hello and welcome back. May 31, 1942. War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition. Um, we're about to hit June, and he's still unloading here at Horn Island. Okay. Alright, Sea Lion gets off some Mark 14s and misses. Alright, the Pike fires 4 torpedoes at a patrol boat and misses all 4. Okay. Got some merging. Okay, Sea Lion is firing at Santos Maru. Actually gets a torpedo into the Santos Maru, but just 1 out of 4 it looked, I believe, got fired. The merging that was over there by San Diego, pardon me, I think I was having some destroyers go down there and meet an escort carrier. Hey, that Santos Maru sank. Okay, well, I guess it's a whole task force. Bombarding and Denny. I'm sure he's tired of waiting to capture this island, but we're gonna hold on as long as we can without trying to squeeze more reinforcements into there. Alright, now we're night bombing here, Yogyakarta, and he has nades flying, night cab. We'll see if we can get anything out of this. Well, we didn't lose any aircraft outright, but who knows if our bombing mission will be successful. Okay, it looks like not. And okay, some follow-up some follow-up raids. There's 6 start with. Let's see how many we get after this action. Still 6. Okay. Just like last turn, 1 damage. Okay, and you know, again, same old, same old. Let's see. This wave didn't encounter. Of course, the thunderstorms do not help. But this wave didn't really encounter much resistance, but it's still thunderstorms. All right, that's the end of night bombing. I had some that were supposed to fly in Burma, but it didn't go. Okay. Horn Island, more troops. Okay. So it's the morning of the 31st, and we are still doing naval stuff. This is at ASW. We didn't even get any shots off. They spotted us, but didn't get over us to do any damage. The sorry hit but no explosion. Dud. Mark 14. Now we're in the AM air phase. Okay, AM of air operation. Yeah, anyway. Some bombing here. We may have hit something in the South Pacific, a submarine. I don't, I, you've heard me say it. I say may. I probably should just skip it altogether because my cynicism is too high to imagine that we actually hit it. And so they're just ignoring it's probably a fine option here. Okay, 57 bombers hitting Chilitap, and these are only hitting ground targets, it looks like. So let's take a look at the results. A little bit of damage here. And bombing here on the road to Sion. Okay. Sally's hitting Horn Island. And we have... This is pretty devastating for only 21 Sallies. It may be the terrain, which I actually don't know what's sitting there. What type of terrain. Okay, same number... Well, no, sorry. 12 Sallies hitting indented. A little bit of damage to the troops there. We have troops sitting here in the mountains. I'm trying to sneak over to the east, but he's wily or wary to that and bombing us. Or he's at least knows we're there and wants to go ahead and eliminate us. Let's see. Sonya's bombing here on the road. A follow-up raid. Okay, the AM phase is over. Let's see what PM phase has in store for us. Okay, so we've been spotted out there west of Burma, our cruiser force. And supposedly, you know, I guess we'll stop talking about those. Alright, Betty's bombing our cruisers. So this is a little nerve-wracking. Hopefully we can... Either our aircraft is extremely good, which it looks like we're hitting pretty successfully. Destroyed 3 out of those 4. Man, oof. Ooh. Alright, man, 18 Bettys. 2 were destroyed outright. I think we actually destroyed 3. It says 2 here. I saw 3 red tags. These cruisers, yeah, that's precarious. Don't want to do that too. Don't want to deal with that too often. I don't know if the rain helps. Maybe it was just the flak. Whew. Okay. Time to get out. Well, one of the things is the approach vector was 16,000 feet. So he had to drop way down to get the 200 feet torpedo drop. Maybe that affected his aim. I am not sure how all these details play out. But we've got Lily's bombing through heavy rain, no effect. Bombing 1 chow. Okay, we're trying to get into these guns here, the mortar battalion. Let's see how this raid goes. Looks like we might have lost some waterways. Sorry for cutting out so quickly, but those air-to-air battles might take some time. And we did lose at least 1, probably more. Did some decent casualties, but one of the important things is 4 destroyed guns, 5 disabled. And the size of this is a battalion, so it's possible we really got into those mortars. And this B-17's hitting Cooktown, but here again, with all this interception, this may not be successful at all. But let's see how that plays out. All 15 make it, but again, disrupted from being able to get some good hits, and also we're flying high. Also light rain. It all combines to no hits. Alright, the S-47, she's sitting here in Cooktown wanting to torpedo something, but instead we take some hits with, well, rattles at least so far. Damage, there's a near miss damage. Another near miss damage. Eesh. I mean, it's not, at least it's not a direct hit. These things make me nervous. Even the Type 95s. 3 hits. I guess I missed one of them. Sorry about that. I'm sure you guys caught it. Or can at least rewatch it to catch those. The S-41's sitting here at Horn Island. Let's watch this one. Near miss damage. We are taking out some water, says. Another near miss and more water. Okay, so this one took 2 hits there. Okay, I guess we got caught with our pants down here immediately again. We didn't get a shot off either time. There was a near miss. There's another near miss. So that's so far 4 near misses and damage taken from as a result. Ooh, have to take a look at that. All right, so it's the ground phase, and we got Wenchao being attacked, bombardment, to be expected. No effect, to be expected. Bombardment here on the road, Xi'an Yan'an Road. Let's see how this fares. Nothing. Bombardment on the road between Chuxian and Wenchao. Nothing there either. Now here's a deliberate attack at Yep, and it looks like he has the numbers. Let's see if he can take the day. Okay, we hold again, even with 2 to 1. However, that was with the fort level 1. Now it'll be 0. I mean, shoot, I thought we'd lose this round, but we stick around. We'll see how it goes. The numbers aren't in our favor losses. I mean, this number is, but that doesn't mean a whole lot mechanics wise. But anyway, whatever we had advantage we had with our fortifications, we will not next go whenever he decides to do it. Okay, he's bombarding us here in northeast Australia, to be expected. No damage there. We will reply to him there, and we will reply here as well. So he's bombarding us at Rangoon. Let's see what happens. Okay, just like I think yesterday, the 30th, we did a similar thing, damaged some of his guns, or destroyed rather, and here we've destroyed 4, damaged 2 that he'll have to repair, and I don't know how long it takes. We lost a little bit here, including a destroyed non-combat squad, but 4 guns lost. That's in our favor. We already start with numbers in our favor, and we'll be replying as well. He's bombarding here. I don't usually reply to this one. It's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I just don't have the guns to make it worth it. Then he's attacking. This is a regular deliberate attack. Let's see if we can hold one more day. Okay, we do. But this is with fort level 3. The terrain, of course, helps. We're just so disrupted from these bombardments. It's not as good as it could be. But now the fortifications will be 2. And it will be much more challenging next go. Well, each level fortification is going to be that much harder to hold this. And now he's, of course, bombarding Mbon. That's a matter of time as well. He's got the numbers there. Then here, we're bombarding back at Australia. And no visible effect. I mean, we might be wearing him down his supplies and his fatigue, disruption, etc. And here's our response, bombardment at Rangoon. And we actually are able to get into some of his troops, but no guns this time. But there again, hopefully we're forcing him to use up supplies. In any case, we're replying also in this road hex. And also, see, this is similar numbers. I'm okay bombarding when we have decent number of guns. If we don't have very many, it just feels kind of the potential, I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken, but it seems like the potential for getting counter battery fire that you're not able to tank, I guess for lack of a better term, or soak, could be coming back your way if you only have a few guns compared to if they have quite a few more. I don't know. In any case. Alright, we're wrapping up this turn. Got some expansions, which I thought was pretty good, especially Christmas Island airfield. That'll be good for moving heavy bombers out to the Pacific. All right. I'm gonna come back real quick. Well, let's take a look at something. Okay, normally I just jump into the next turn resolution, which would be June 1. But I wanted to point something out because of the air phase. I wanted to show this 3 to 9 because this you wouldn't have appreciated the 6 operational losses. You wouldn't have noticed because even though we lost a couple of aircraft, and those are most likely were aways, and we also lost something in operation. We'll look at that in a second. But you would have missed out on these 6 ops losses, which is nice. Anything we can get helps. 3 destroyed by flak, you could probably guess were those Bettys. But we'll take a look at ships sunk also real fast. We'll take a second to do this. See, 6 Bettys total were lost. This is saying 4 to flak. I think it's going to be 3. This may be 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5. He did lose some Oscars, so that's actually, according to the numbers, he lost 6 only. So maybe he loses 1 Oscar. No, sorry, 2 Oscars, 2 Bettys, 1 Nate, and 1 Mavis. That's his 6 ops losses. These Oscars are somewhat a thorn. They don't have the guns that the Zeros have. They're probably not near as good as the Zeros, but still, they're a lot tougher than the Nates. But we did lose 2 Whirlways straight up, and then a P-40 Warhawk we lost to Ops. I think that was from transferring, to be honest with you, though, because that hadn't been. By the way, this is after I moved some things. This hadn't happened when I first ran the turn. We only had the 2 Whirlways losses. Anyway, we're going to move on here very shortly. Just wanted to show you, in addition, last turn, this is confirmed, the Santos Maru. Oh, I mean, I say confirmed by us, which means nothing because the Japanese could disagree. However, we did hear it sink. So this is a 6-point cargo ship. You know, kind of a short range cargo ship, but hey, every cargo ship is worth something, and this was worth 6. We'll take it. Okay, I'll be back with June 1. Hey, welcome back to June 1 resolution. By the way, I do like to look at my training. I forgot to talk a little bit about that. Not that it's a big deal. I like to do my training once a month, and I have started that process looking at my air units training. I've got some more groups to go through. I didn't get through them all this turn. That's fine. I think 1 or 2 days missing is fine. 11 coastal guns. We're trying to get out of there, but any guns we have there, I'm sure we can't get with our PBYs. And he's got more troops unloading. Now, I'm surprised he hasn't even tried an attack. He may not realize we're actually depleting our own troops up there. I just didn't want to lose and have to rebuild from scratch. Might as well take what we can get off of that island. He lost 17 guns and 1 vehicle, although they're just showing as disabled, so should be repairable and get back in the action. Okay. Oh no! Oh man, Grampus, you have not been helpful this. Okay, so right now at least we're not gonna get sunk, but man, that's you had a cruiser right in front of you. Oh well. I mean, well, now it's over, but basically when we're in this deep water, they can't reach us with their depth charges. Come on, swordfish. Oh man. Just do a surface engagement. Okay. Ah, what? Even my S boat. I need you guys to step up because the other boats aren't working. Okay. It is, I mean, it is what it is. What am I gonna do, right? All right, we got some night raids going that, well, or not. Okay, he's still got Nate's flying cap, nightcap here. Jakarta. Okay, that sounds funny. All right. Yeah. Well, okay, here we go. We're bombing. There are storms here. Severe storms, in fact. So, what do you expect? Same thing. Just get through this. All six made it. Even supposedly no damage. Falcons following up. Okay. Also no damage. Uh, all right, so this is disappointing because I had. Oh, okay, there we go. Massive explosion damage. Whoa. And then a second one. Come on, guys, spread out this die roll for the Mark 14s. I don't want to use up my dice rolls on these two torpedoes, both. Anyway, this should for sure sink. The massive damage from one, and then the second one, it's on fire, heavy damage. You're going to hear it sink. And surprise, surprise, it didn't. Now, it may be a pretty durable cargo ship. Grampus didn't get the torpedo that I wanted to into these cruisers, but it is what it is. It might not have even been these cruisers, actually. All right, we've got the Hyuga here. I wouldn't mind torpedoing that thing with the S-41 or the Ize or any of these. All right. Oh, that's bad. Now, the problem is he's going to have to fix all this himself, and that's his problem. We even have fuel there. All this stuff is going to be his to repair when we're out of there. Not that he can't repair it, but just saying, we're pulling out. Okay, unloading troops or supplies or something. I don't even know anymore. But I had some other night raids. I certainly had one in Australia, but oh well. All right. I mean, with as much as he's offloading here, you'd think he has a division worth. All right, PT boats. I scrambled and sent down here to see if I could interrupt his unloading, but apparently we're evading down here at Kaljati. I was hoping to disrupt what he was going to be doing because I saw some ships coming through here, and I read in SIGINT that he had somebody planned to unload here, so we thought we'd interrupt that, and I don't know if we did. Let's take a look. Didn't get a chance to see it. Okay, Grampus fires now at a destroyer, which although he may have been looking, oops, he may have been really looking for this cruiser and maybe got a destroyer and intervened. But in any case, sorry about skipping through, but really we're in deep water. They're not going to do anything to us anyway. Okay. We're, of course, air phase, but looking for ships, subs, all the things. And now we're doing recon, it looks like, and then probably the actual bombing missions following up. Yep. Kill it, Jep. Here we go. All right. Oh, wow, this was much more effective than I think even last turn. The light cloud probably helps. And again, bombing on the road there. I'm dropping the ball here. I need to get some pilots in the air. Bombing horn. Yeah, these are devastating bombings. That's got to be clear or something, because as much damage as they're doing with just a few aircraft. Okay. Yeah, just mostly like the usual. I mean, I could talk about this every time, but really just the usual bombing raids all around the map. I guess I'll make a bigger deal if I see something finally happening. Okay, we're coming in really low, but apparently not low enough. The Oscars are getting onto us. We're trying to hit his tanks here, and he's flying long range cap over them. Let's see how we do. Okay, we just get a little bit in. We lost a lot of Falcons, but I don't know. Probably not worth doing to lose that many aircraft, especially since we didn't even get into his tanks. The nates shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's see how our B-25s get in. All 16 get in. It is severe weather, severe storms, but we are still able to destroy a gun and disable some things. These are, of course, B-17s over Kumok hitting the runway. It looked like the runway was starting to get repaired, so it was time to do this again. And yeah, wow. This is B-17s, and well, let's see, clear sky. Wow, that helps a lot. 45 runway hits, and these are big 500-pound bombs. We even damaged the ground forces there. And this is a follow-up raid. I think some are hitting ground troops though. Yeah. So we're getting into the ground troops a little bit more and hitting the airbase. Follow-up raid should be ground troops. Yeah. I really want to get up this road and start taking advantage of these guys. All right. Yeah. Taking pictures. More, I guess more things have happened this turn than last turn. Okay. Wow, that was okay. And this is on fire heavy damage. It even survived. Well, we got a dud into it this time. Um, it's unfortunate we couldn't sink it. I don't know if it's gonna sneak. Oh, there we go. I think that was the cargo ship now. All right, land, deliberate attack here. Yeah, he'll take that, I think. Okay, this should open up for him this time. Yeah, we're evacuating, getting out of there. 5-1. Um, let's see. We destroyed one vehicle, disabled a few things, but we got really wrecked. Look at all this. Just utterly wrecked. One of the things I wasn't too upset about is if they were just destroyed outright, because then they could come back at Chungking. but no luck there. Wen Chao. Yeah, bombardment. Okay. And let's see. Um, yeah, this is just the normal bombardment, which we should be replying to. Another bombardment here. It's fine. Here's another deliberate attack. I mean, it should fall any minute now. Yeah. So the base had been reduced to 0 fortifications. So not surprised here. I'm surprised we lasted as long as we did. We lost a lot of stuff here on the retreat. A lot of vehicles, a lot of guns. Um, what are you gonna do, right? Okay. Bombardment in Australia. Bombardment here in Burma. Bombardment at Rangoon. This time we didn't take out any of his guns. And he's attacking us at Endeni again. It should fall any minute. I mean, I don't. I guess we're holding because we don't have anywhere to retreat to. But we're losing a lot now. He's really getting into the meat here. So it's only a matter of time. Here's a shock attack. It should just collapse. So yeah, we surrendered. Okay. Um, no Japanese losses. Okay. But we did get some of our stuff out of there. Um, okay. Okay, Ambon bombardment. And our reply here in Australia. Start to eat into his troops, although, I mean, he's got plenty more where that came from. Here's our reply here in Rangoon. Nothing. Okay, bombardment on the Yan'an-Xi'an Road. Okay. All right, I guess that's it. All right, we're going to be seeing a lot of these refits because, yeah, see all that? Probably nuts of me, but I decided let's just get these guys upgraded, especially if they're already sitting in port or docked or something like that. They're not doing anything this minute. Let's upgrade them because there's a ton that want to be upgraded this month. I wanted to get that ball started so that we could get, you know, get them turned around and back out in use. So you're gonna see a lot of this. Oh, and also some stuff I'm converting. I'm converting some transport, uh, tenders. I'm doing a number of things, and then of course straight upgrades. Now I'll let it just finalize on its own time. Um, and then we'll take a brief look around the map and statistics here. Okay, so I just brought this up for immediately, and it looks like we've got 5 air-to-air losses, going to be most likely those bombings in Java, and then 6 operational losses for him, so 5 to 6. Let's see what they are. 5 Falcons, which is kind of what I expected. He lost 4 Oscars to Ops and 2 Sallys and 1 Nate. That doesn't add up to 6, so one of these is off, and I don't know which. And then did we lose any pilots? 2 killed, 1 missing, possibly all Dutch. Ship song, what can we tell? So we didn't learn anything about the ship that we sank last turn. Um, what am I wanting to look at primarily? One thing I thought of while I was watching this kind of play out right here. Okay, so if we look at ownership, I believe I should be able to go west, right? And it looks like he has almost nothing there. I'm gonna go try to sneak this way. It's a river, so we'll do a shock attack across it. And I promise you, I'm not gonna do move mode, not yet anyway, because I'm afraid if he tries to attack, plus he might bombard us out of move mode anyway. So we'll see if we can get in here while he's sitting here and then smash this as well. Now we're holding here. He might just keep blitzing up, but he's going to find that I'm coming up behind him, and that's not going to be good either. Now he's going up to bypass, and once he takes this, it's going to be the supplies and things we have here are, you know what? I'm gonna let this unload, and we just won't bring any more supplies here. We'll be done. This is our last shipment, because otherwise he's gonna capture this base intact with all these supplies in here. As it is, that's what he's gonna do anyway. Um, all right, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, right now I think we have the numbers. Um, okay. Anyway, it's going to be a while before he takes this, and that's okay. It's probably okay to him too, because he'll just bypass like he is. But like I say, I'm going to try to slide over here, hit this, and I can even march up behind him and kind of be an annoyance as well. Um, his tanks should not be able to get past here. I have an idea. All he has right here is tanks, right? 82 tanks. We've got not as many. 60, but they're not all tanks either. Um, what do we have here? Not much. I'm just looking for something where we can bolster, because no need for his tanks to get up in the rear here, but we do have fortifications there. Okay. Um, I don't know. Tempted to just hold here, because he's not going to get past this, even with tanks. I don't see it. But also, speaking of, okay, so also these Chinese troops are itching to get into action. Uh, yeah, I can get them started advancing. This is the first place I'll go because this may be the first place he's gonna go. I'll advance to here, or I'll buy out the first guy that's going to Lashio, like this guy. Um, and actually, these are cheap to buy, right? Because we're gonna keep them within the unit. So even though it says 163 points to change, it's really more like 40. So I'll make sure before I buy them. That's what I want to do. And then what I'm going to do is start marching to Lashio And while they're marching, go ahead and build them up um, uh, to a higher. Well, fill out their table of equipment. Uh, I don't know if we can do this from Rangoon, but if we can, we will try to pull supply up. Um, if this is gonna work, uh, yeah. So I'm gonna zero this out so the Japanese don't get their hands on any of these supplies. I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up too, because then we have plenty of supplies to hold here. Although I don't know that this may just be pointless. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep it this way, one and one, because if he comes here, he'll easily knock out both of them. If I retreat this guy to Tong Wei or Tong Yi, then he can just knock us both of these troops out in one attack. This way, he still has to hit this guy. He'll retreat. He'll hit him again. Well, here or here, and then he'll have to hit this guy if he wants to cover his flank. But I don't know if this guy is sitting here for a long time. I might use him like to get in behind the lines or something. If he never catches us there, that'll be great. Okay. Um, that said, I don't know why I'm way over here already. Let's see. The 32nd should be all right. We're very close right here to getting into this Huenden hex. The 32nd Infantry is almost to its destination. Our tanks are almost to their destination. Well, I say almost. Probably next turn they'll be here, and then they'll try to come in here and smash this. One, two, maybe three turns, but this huge unit will take a lot longer to get to here. So if we get here, do an attack, and maybe even shock attack, and then come in, that'll be a pretty cool maneuver. Um, although I may shock attack and then withdraw back up the road, something like that. That might be cool. Um, in the meantime, these guys are escaping. We've got this. Okay. Yeah, these were surrendered, but now we've got whatever you know, um anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I may go ahead and replace them because at least here they'll just retreat and not just be outright destroyed. And we're building this base up pretty strong. Already level 3 fortifications. He doesn't even know we're here because we haven't expanded anything. I think this is going to be a good base for us. Anyway, don't want to spend a lot of time with any of these analyses and bore everyone to death. Um, the S41, if okay, I forgot to point this out on the when I showed you the status on the first. We had taken 4 total hits, and this is what it looked like. I think it was actually 11 system and 4 flow. Anyway, this is all that it was, so it's not bad. I just decided to leave it there in case we could still sink something. We had the S47 took 3 hits here, and it only had 10 system damage, so we didn't rush back to. So I just wanted to point that out. We're actually in pretty good shape with our subs, so in case anyone was worried. Okay. We've got some things shuffling around. These are going back to LA actually, but um, these resources are going to Sydney. By the way, okay, we got plenty of resources still. Um, these guys are going back to Numea because I'm gonna pick up some more stuff that's supposed to, well, eventually anyway. Maybe forget it. I should just go back. I'll think about it. I may just go back to LA, because there's no rush. I actually am not ready to let go of everything that's going to Australia yet anyway. Um, so yeah. Anyway, um, looking good so far. Yeah, and Denny isn't gonna hold out much longer. We do have supplies here. It's just not a lot, and it's fine. He's gonna take it. We'll rebuild this stuff and go back at it again. He's still taking advantage of the situation and being aggressive in not starting his perimeter defense, or he might be starting his perimeter defense um, strategy, but in the meantime, I think he's projecting as far forward as he can because the best defense is a good offense. Okay, let's see. What am I looking at here? Oh, right. We're trying to get this transport unloaded, but it's got all this stuff sitting on here, and it's very slow going, even with the naval support we've got in the on the base. Um, okay. Does naval support not get counted on an atoll or on a maybe a level one port? I'm not sure what's going on here because I know we have naval support here, and usually naval support is listed in the yeah, right here, 30, and it's not being listed here for some reason. But I mean, right here, the this port service unit, hmm, naval support 30. And it's fully repaired, so it's not that. I don't know. Maybe support is lacking, and therefore, um, yeah, this has plenty of support. Well, anyway, support required is 0. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, we're unloading this. And by the way, one more thing. I'm trying to get some transports back here, and that's what this is. Because this transport unit is not big enough to carry the 119th, which has engineers and other things that I want to get over here ASAP. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And it looks like we've got some more troops to move around in various different locations, including some tanks. We can get those to Australia. That'd be nice. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean that's about it. We just to point this out, we do have the Long Island, which is carrying eh, some Marine air units to the South Pacific for now. Yeah, so that's kind of cool to have. And like I was saying, Christmas Island right now it's got some B-26s, but it's going to be a good base to fly, B-17s from the West Coast and things like that. If we even have any, which, yeah, we don't right now, but anyway. Uh, right, so that's that, right? Okay, too far. Okay. So one of the things I want to do is just start getting these guys start marching up the road. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff here, but maybe he's low on supply, and we could just um, maybe it'll topple like a house of cards. I don't know. We'll need to get these guys together. How close are the reinforcements? No. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is reinforcements coming to Numea, but I mean, 91, that's 15 days away. I think what I'm going to do is, well, I don't know. The problem with coming up here too quickly is this is times two terrain. Right. It's jungle, not jungle rough, but jungle. So it's times two terrain. If we go up there too quickly without enough stuff, I don't know, maybe 3 battalions of tanks as well as um, 4 regiments of infantry, that should hold against what he has here. I just don't know if he's going to bring more, you know. But then if he does, I don't know. Maybe I'll just start heading up there, right? Um, so we'll rebuild and then divide again to break it up to make it replenish quicker, hopefully. Let's move out. Well, here, yeah, well, no, no, no. First, okay, I know I have to just combat. Okay. Um, we gotta get, oh, where are we? Okay, we gotta get this guy in here first. Then we'll take everybody and march up, and including the tanks, and also make sure we got our HQ, which I think we do here. First Amphib Corps. Um, take the Engineer Regiment, Combat Engineer Regiment, I should say. I'm gonna take this AA with me because if he brings some bombers and hits, maybe we can chew him up with this flak. We'll take these artillery, these 2 pieces of artillery, and all the tanks. Everything we'll take except for um, this infantry regiment will hold the fort here, as well as some other things that we've got that here, like this at target, which is the infantry. And we'll keep the Toad TD battalion here. Um, this base force, this base force. So we'll still have decent AV here. If he drops a division, he won't be able to take it. And we do have a lot of, well, not as much forts as I thought or would like. Um, all right. Anyway, I could ramble on more, but I'm gonna wrap up. I pretty much discussed like the main things that were of concern to me. We can look at Java real fast though. He secured Chilichiap and Caligati. Um, I don't know. Maybe these guys retreated like our PT boats chased them away. Um, which my PT boat stayed, so that's pretty cool. We chased him out, and I don't know, he might come back. I don't know what he's gonna do, but that was kind of a cool, like little thing. We have him remain on station because I figure, hey, maybe we'll um, try to be more problematic for him. But certainly we'll probably have to retire next turn. I don't see any tag, but maybe I'm missing something because of the crossed swords. But if he's coming up this way, and if he is, that's fine. If he wants to try to invade here, this is going to be a problem for him. Not to mention the fortifications, which aren't amazingly high. This one is up to 4. I should probably get back to building more. Um, all right. I don't know why we're not taking more supplies here. Okay. But yeah, things are okay. And the only last thing I want to do is flip this back to move mode because it's moving slow enough as it is. And if it's in combat mode, every turn, it's going to take a really long time. This should move quite quickly. The goal is to get here, and then, like I discussed earlier, he'll have to drive over here, attack, and then attack to take that. So that's fine. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully it's interesting. Imagine there's probably not a lot of action, but hopefully future actions and future interesting things going on. Got an operation going here, as well as a bigger operation to push him out. Um, he may be garrisoning this. This may be sitting here to garrison, which is smart because otherwise I could sneak in behind. Um, so that's a good idea. But if he waits too long, we'll end up being a stalemate with 2 divisions here, and then we'll cut in behind, like we're doing, but we can do it again. Maybe I can hit and then retreat and then hit again later, whatever. The goal is to be kind of a nuisance for now till we really build up and can push him back. If we can take Kumak, I want to say I'm going to need probably at least a month for that operation. But if we could take Kumak, let's say July, we could bring at least the 41st Division over here and have another division to play with. The Americal Division is probably going to stick around here, hold this, keep my eye on this at all times, and eventually maybe transfer for invasion reconquest of Indeni. I'll be watching for bases here that we can hit, especially if Indeni is fortified by him. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Well, let's see. This one just unloaded the mines that I told it to. And so now we're at 278 defensive mines. Wow, I didn't even realize I had that many there. But certainly he's going to be discouraged from bringing anything into there, subs at least. But hopefully anything else too. All right, or like a shore bombardment or something. All right, thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be back next time. Bye.